What's going on, everybody? Bailey here from Storm Trades with another trade recap. This time we're going to go through my CL long trade from Tuesday, June 19th. June 19th was a short trading day as it was a bank holiday, but we got a nice little long opportunity on CL during the AM trading session. So, like I said, we got a win on this trade, and let's get right into it. You know, we always start on the daily time frame, and I'm looking for a narrative that is just jumping right out to me, and just from looking at the four daily candles that we have in front of us, nothing is standing out. Right now, we have to put some things into context, right? Which is why we mark up the chart the way that I do. So first things first on the daily, I always like to, well, let's go ahead and start with that. We do have some external range liquidity above us, but I always typically start with a previous daily high, previous daily low, and I'll draw a fib from the previous daily candle just to sort of see where we are trading. Now, in this particular day, we weren't delivering from any internal range liquidity, and price, as you can kind of see here, has been consolidating. So we have a swing high above us that is obviously going to be a draw in liquidity. Don't have anything real obvious below us in terms of internal range liquidity. At the time of looking at the charts, we were already sort of expanding through the previous daily high, but on a daily candle, that could just be a long wick. So I don't really know what's going on, and when that's happening, okay, uh, it's very easy for me. I'm neutral. I don't know which way it was going to go. I don't need to know. It's nice to know. But it's also nice to know that it could go either way, because then you rely on the hourly chart, which I do, to establish order flow and to try and find out where I'm going to get on sides with the market. Okay, so I'm trying to find on the hourly, as we'll jump in here in a second. I'm trying to find the narrative and the order flow that is very clear. All right, so let me pull up the hourly chart. And it looks like Monday we had a smart money reversal. Okay, so looks like down close candles are being supported and traded through. Um, to me, this is bullish. This is kind of clear from Monday that we've been bullish. The most recent change in the state of delivery is actually right here. So we took some liquidity on Wednesday, and this was a pretty solid bearish hourly candle here. We've almost like a V shape here, recovery, inverted a fair value gap here, and as soon as we displaced through this down close candle that took the liquidity on Wednesday, that's our most recent change in the state of delivery. Okay, so I'm looking for longs, and I'm targeting the ultimate target is the swing high. I don't need that to happen. I just need a good draw on liquidity that makes sense, and I draw a fib whenever I can find the change in state delivery, just sort of see, okay, we got plenty of room to go, right? I don't need price to go way up there, but we had room to go. And also I like to pull the one third ADR, just sort of see where that is. We haven't taken that yet, so a lot of times I will actually target that. And in this particular trade, I did use the 1/3 ADR as an idea for where to take profit. And where is price currently delivering from? Do we have any internal range liquidity that we're delivering from? And well, yes, we do, right? So we have it's small, but it is an imbalance. We have a bullish hourly fair value gap. That is our key to go down to our M5 time frame. We have engaged our hourly POI, and I am now looking to get on sides with a bullish setup. I'll be watching for and looking for a sweep and then a displacement back into the range, and looking to enter on any number of things, IFVG, change in state delivery, or a breaker, or what I'd really like to be entering on is a unicorn that encompasses all of the above, right? So anyway, let's go down to the M5. Now, immediately once we've established that we've dipped into this hourly bullish for value gap, okay, so I'm looking for the sweep where we did that, okay, and that happens right here. This is the liquidity raid. Whenever we have that liquidity rate down into the POI, I'm going to mark out the series of down close candles in this case that took that liquidity, right? So that's this series of down close candles, right? It's not these. This is the liquidity that was rated. So as soon as we get above that, I would look to enter a trade. Now, we happen to displace like crazy all the way through that, but we didn't hit the 1/3 ADR yet. So I was interested in a trade that came back to this breaker block right here, okay, which would coincide with the change in state of delivery. And we also had, yep, hold on one second. We had, just mark out here, we had a fair value gap inside of this breaker, so that's a unicorn. And at this point, I set a limit order at the top of the breaker and a stop at the low, the swing right before the displacement. And I targeted 2R as I knew we had some room to go to the 1/3 ADR. A lot of times you'll see that I will get on side as soon as we close above the change in state of delivery or above the breaker. In this case, we're pretty far away from that right now, so I would consider that chasing. I'm only interested in marketing in if we're just closing right above it. In this case, I will set a limit order, which I did in this particular day. Now, on the very next candle, we actually dipped in. Now, with the market replay, I can't give you my exact entry, but this is, I entered at the top of the breaker. So here I'm going to enter, stop at the swing low, take profit at 2R, knowing that the 1/3 ADR is above us and we've got a lot of room to go, right, to our ultimate target, which is the daily swing high, which is way up there. We don't need to do that. Again, I'm looking to make a profit. I'm not looking to prove a point. Trading is a game that that I'm using to use to support my family, right? So, and I'm trading prop firms at the moment. So I don't need a 4R trade. I need to find setups where I have a high probability of gaining a profit, and I need to make smart decisions on where my take profits should be. So we have a swing high here. We have the 1/3 ADR. I figured we could get a 2R trade out of this, and I liked I had some room down here to play with. So let's move price forward. In this particular trade, we never had any drawdown, and we just went straight up to profit. This was a nice, easy trade. The market was closed like an hour, from this time. It was kind of cool to get in and out on a non-full trading day. Sort of felt lucky. Anyway, if you guys got anything out of this, I really appreciate a like and a subscribe, comment. I'll respond. Just really appreciate anybody who takes the time to watch these. Doing this really helps me in my trading, understand my model, understand what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what I could be improving upon. You guys have a great day, and until next time.